Welcome to my channel. So today I'm after doing a really healthy, really expensive looking skin, kind of dewy, glowy, like just your skin looks amazing. So I show you all my favorite products and my favorite techniques and a few tips and tricks. So if you want to see how I got this look, please keep watching. So today I'm going to start off with my primer. So I'm going to be mixing the Becca Backlight Filter Primer and MAC Strobe Cream. So the Becca primer, it's this one, is really like dewy. It kind of has not shimmers in it but little kind of shimmering particles in it that just make your skin look really dewy. And then the MAC Strobe Cream it's not a primer, it's just more like a hydrating cream but has a little gold tint to it. Like this looks so nice like with no makeup on, and just put this on the high places of your face, like your cheekbones, your forehead, your nose, maybe a little bit on your chin, and you just look like you've the most dewiest, glowiest, healthiest natural skin. But I'm going to be mixing these because we want to be really dewy, really glowy today and really healthy looking. And I just think the key to healthy looking skin is just a little bit of a glow, a little bit of a dew to the skin. It just makes you look a lot younger or something. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this and then a little bit of the MAC one. And I just, as well, last night I exfoliated my skin just with sugar and oil, nothing fancy. And I hadn't done that. It was so embarrassing. I like used to exfoliate my skin every week. Like I was really good at that because my skin used to be a lot more dry, and then I just take a little pump of that. But I hadn't done it in weeks, and my skin has been really good since I got my new skincare. But obviously I haven't been taking off the dead skin, so like all my skincare is doing is kind of sitting on top of my skin. It's not really getting deep in. So I was like, no, I was like, the key to healthy looking skin, dewy looking skin, is your canvas has to be smooth. And now my skin is so smooth. I have a little spot here just because I put a mask on as well, a hydrating mask, the Glam Glow one, amazing. But yeah, it's just like, make sure, even if you have oily skin, make sure you exfoliate at least once a week, if you can twice a week. All I literally do is get a little bit of sugar, a little bit of olive oil, and scrub my skin. Never scrub under here. Oh my god, you'd put yourself into 100 wrinkles. But just like scrub along here. Don't go too hard that your skin's like raw, but just enough that you can feel like the abrasion on the skin. But yeah, you'll see now my makeup will go on so much nicer, because like my makeup does go on nice, but sometimes I feel like it looks a little bit dry on my chin and my forehead and around here, just because obviously I let my dry skin build up too much instead of just exfoliating twice a week. But that's what I'm going to start doing, because good skin is key to good makeup. I'm just going to pat that in. I literally cannot take myself seriously with my hair like this. I literally have a big hairdresser's clip in my hair, but it's like anything to get it out of my face while I'm doing my makeup. So please excuse that. And I just washed it last night, so it's still kind of like, ugh, I have to like curl it or something. Anyway, so we're going to go into a foundation after letting my primer sink in nicely. So I'm going to be mixing two foundations. Sorry, I don't know why I wake up and my voice is always weird, but anyway. So I'm going to be mixing them two. I'm hoping they match me. Like my face and chest is like, but you see like my arms and like body are darker, so it's like really hard for me, like do I match my chest or do I match my body, because I don't want to have like a light face on my chest and then like have a little bit of colour on my body. Because I still have a little bit of colour left over from my holiday. So I'm going to mix them and see how it goes. If not, you can always bronze your neck and your chest. I do that the whole time. I just take my bronzer and bring it down, and then it all matches, so it's fine. I'm going to go in with the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation in the shade number 6. And this is a really nice is like the ultimate dewy foundation. Like if you want to look dewy, like this is your guy. But just because I put all those kind of illuminating products underneath, I don't want to just look too greasy. I don't want it to slide off my face, so that's why I'm going to mix it with the MAC Studio Fix, because this is a really like full coverage semi-matte foundation, so it'll just add a little bit more kind of coverage and longevity and just not look as kind of oily. But I wear this shade NC35. I know it's going to be too dark for me because I know I'm like an NC25. I'm definitely like an NC25 at the moment, but we'll see. So I'm just going to take a little pump of this. I have barely any left, it's so sad. And I'm going to put this on the places like where I'm a little bit more dry and my foundation actually does hold up well. So it's usually like around here, and then on my chin and on my forehead I tend to put the MAC. But yeah, this is nearly gone. I'm so sad. I'm going to start off with that amount and see how we go. If you need more, you can always add more. Those bars start off with less because you can never take away, but you can always add. And again, I'm going to go into my beauty blender because I love it so much. It's the best thing for applying foundation. I rarely use a brush unless it's with that Maybelline Fit Me foundation because it just doesn't work well with a beauty blender, but this just blends in beautifully. So I'm just going to pounce it into my skin. So you can see that just gave me a light coverage, so, and always blend down your neck, don't forget that. I'm going to add a little bit more just because I feel like it looked really healthy and dewy, but I just don't feel like I have enough coverage on. You can still see my pores and stuff, so I'm just going to add another little layer because I really only added half a pump of each, so I'll just add another half a pump. So that is that on. I know I look really tan and it doesn't really match my chest, but I'm going to go in with bronzer, don't worry. So we'll see the way it like matches my arm. See, that's what happens when you're like multicolored and you've different colors all over your body. But yeah, this foundation, do you see just how healthy it is? It's not like a full coverage like thick foundation. It's really nice, healthy, dewy. I don't know if you'd really wear this on a night out, and if like you want it to last and you want it to be like a mask basically and look like a doll, airbrush doll, but this just looks so like youthful and glowy. And I love that Armani foundation. I have like basically none left. Like I'm like pressing it to try get the last bit out, but it's like is it €45? Yeah, it's really expensive. So, and I'm just one of these people like I know how much I love that foundation, and I am loving the Dior Forever Skin foundation, and that's like 55, and I know like how much I love them and how good they look, but I'm like, oh no, I need a new highlighter. Oh no, like this new brand is coming out with this new thing and I need to get that first. But I'm like, no, spend the money on the things you love, like you know that work well for you, because I know when those foundations are gone I'm going to be lost without them. So maybe I'm just going to save up and just spend like the €100 on those two foundations because I really do love them. Anyway, I'm going to stop babbling and I'm going to go in with concealer. So I'm going to go in with my Colorpop No Filter Concealer. I've just really been liking this lately, and it's a little bit more on the full coverage side. It's like medium coverage. It's not like as full coverage as some concealers, but it's a lighter colour, so it's just going to add a little bit of light here, so it'll actually match me a bit more then. I'm just going to do triangles under my eyes, my forehead and my chin. And I'm just going to go in with my beauty blender and bounce it out. So you can see that just added a little bit more of a light here, and it lifted my eyes, and it also made my foundation just a little bit lighter, so it matches me a little bit more. Before I set that with powder, I'm going to make a little concoction of liquid illuminizer just to put on the tops of my cheeks. I love this iconic London like liquid illuminizer. It is just, it's like metallic on the cheeks. But then I love this Marc Jacobs Dewy bronzer highlighter, but this one for some reason, unless I'm like at my tannest, it leaves a bit of like a dark cast. When I look forward you can see it here, but at the side it looks really glowy. So because I am lighter now, it's just I don't want to look like that, so that I just feel like the Marc Jacobs one will just lighten it up a little bit. I just put a little bit of that at the back of my hand and then just mix this in. Like that. Now I'm just going to get my beauty blender and just add like a gorgeous, like healthy, glowy looking skin. Like instead, if you didn't want to do powder highlighter, you could just do that instead and it just looks so nice and natural, like you're just glowing from within. But we're going to set our concealer now, so I'm going to mix, because I feel like I'm using the same products all the time, and believe me, I have so many stuff to use, like, but it's just they're my favorite products and I wouldn't recommend something that I don't really love. So if you know I keep using it, you know I really love it. But I'm going to mix my MAC Emphasize powder, but I'm going to mix it with something else I haven't used, just so it's something new. I'm going to mix the MAC Emphasize powder because it's really nice and white and it brightens like crazy. I'm also going to mix my Anastasia banana powder. So it's a really nice yellow powder. The trick to a bright under eye when setting your under eye is a yellowy kind of powder. But if you're really fair, because a banana powder might only kind of work to like light to medium to dark skin tones, I would go in with a white powder like this. But I'm going to mix the two on my Morphe E3 brush, and I'm just going to go under my eye. So you can see now that's set, so it just, you can still see the glow from the liquid illuminator, but I'm just more matte here and I look a little bit more bright. If you use your normal skin color powder under your eyes, it's not going to brighten your eyes. Like there's no point using the powder you use all over your face under your eyes, because you're just, like when you've just used a light concealer, because it's not going to lift your eyes. You're just going to look all the one colour. Unless you like that and that's what you want and you don't want like a highlight under eye, that's completely fine. But just try get, even in your favourite powder from Boots or whatever, just get in like 2 shades lighter and just use that for under your eyes. But I'm going to go into my MAC Studio Fix in NC30 with my Real Techniques brush, and I'm just going to dip into it and put this a little bit over my chin, in my pores, and a little bit on my forehead. I just feel like that powder adds such like an airbrush effect, that MAC powder. Like you put it on and instantly like your pores just go and you just look like it's a powder foundation, so it adds that extra coverage. But I just put in the places where I tend to get a bit more oily and my pores are peeking through because the foundation's so dewy, and it just like takes all away and it looks so beautiful. I'm going to go in and I'm going to cream contour with my Cover FX. I know I feel like I use this in every video, I'm sorry, but this is my favourite. It just has the nicest colour. But I showed you other alternatives in my highlight and contour video, so feel free to use any cream contour you have, like the Sosumi, or if you have the Charlotte Crosby does her brand is a Fleek. She has a contour, cream contour kit, so I have it as well, and that's not too expensive. So just anything you have. And again, I just placed that where I would contour, and I'm just going to go back into my beauty blender and blend it all out. So that is that blend out. You can see that just adds such a gorgeous warmth to the skin. Like, just makes you look so summery and bronzed. But as you can see on this side, I went a little bit low down. Like I blended it a little bit lower. So the trick is to go back into your powder, go back into your brush, dip it in lightly, and just go underneath it. Now we are going to go into contour with my MAC Shadester Sculpting Powder. I'm sorry, this is just my favourite contour, but I love the NYX palette and the Anastasia palette and the So Sue Me palette, so whatever contour colour you have, just make sure it's not like a warm bronzer. Make sure it's nice and either cool toned or neutral toned. So I just go in with my Sigma F05 and I just dip into it and I just go over where I placed the cream contour. That's the contour added. As you can see, that just added some definition to my cheeks. So now I'm actually going to go in with my highlight, because I just feel like if you do your highlight last, sometimes it can sit on top of the skin and you can see you have like that line there. So I like to do is apply this first and then go in my bronzer, because the bronzer kind of mixes it all together then, so it kind of looks like it's one instead of just like a stripe sitting on top of your skin. I'm going to go in with my Dior highlight. Just because it's like my fave at the moment, but there's so many highlights you can go in with. Just go in with your favourite highlight. I actually love the sleek highlights. I'll show you now. I have two of them. You can get these in Boots, or Sleek I think is in, if you're in America, Ulta or whatever. But these little highlighting palettes, these are stunning. Like, I swear I could wear like my Becca highlights to work, no one says anything. I wear these and people are like, what are you wearing? And I'm like, really? It was €12 and people don't ask me about my €40 highlight. I have that and a golden one, so if you could pick them up, do, they're amazing. But I'm just going to go in with this one because I love this one, and I'm just going to go in with my Morphe M501 brush and just dip it in and go over where we placed that highlight. I'm just going to dip in very lightly, like, because look how much you pick up, tap it off and wait for the magic. They would see you in the dark with this, like, you'll never be lost. They will see you with this highlight. Like, look at that. It's gorgeous. And they, like, I have a bronzy one for the eyes as well. Like, obviously if you're dark skin then you can wear that as a highlight, but for eyeshadows they are just incredible. But yeah, this is in the shade 02, sorry, not 0302. But look at the size of it, you get so much. Like, I've had this 2 years now and nothing, like, I still have a full thing left. So yeah, that's that highlight, that amazingness. Like, you could add more if you wanted to, but we might add more, we'll see. So we're going to go in with bronzer now. So I'm going to bronze my face with Nars Laguna because it's my favourite bronzer. Just adds such a nice colour. So I'm just going to go in with my Morphe M527 brush. Just going to dip it in and then blend over my contour in circular motions. I'm going to go in with a little bit of blush. Like I said, I don't really, not that I don't like blush, but I just love the bronzy look. Like, I would leave it like this personally, but I think it look really nice with a kind of like a, not a sparkly brush, but like a blush with a little bit of shimmer in it, just on the apples of the cheeks. I think it just make it look really healthy, and like I have a bit of colour in my skin. So I'm going to go into Milani Luminoso. If you can get this blush, do. It's like €6 on Beauty Bay and it's amazing. I'm going to go in with my Morphe E4 brush and just put it right here. And see the way we put like the bronzer on top, the blush on top, so it just kind of makes the highlight melt. Like, it does lose some of its luminosity, but you can add a bit more, but it just doesn't make it look like it's sitting on top of skin. It all just kind of becomes one. You don't want any lines on your face. So that's looking really nice. So what I am going to do is I'm going to spray my face with Fix Plus, because we want the powders to all merge into one. We don't want like cakey look on our face, so this is just going to like set it all and melt it all together, because we want to look dewy. Like, we don't want to look like we have any powder on our face. So I'm going to take my Fix Plus and I'm going to show you a little trick you can do with your highlight. But first we're going to spray this on our face. The trick is, before it dries, is to go back in with your highlight on your brush and literally place it right here. just right before that Fix Plus sets. Don't do it while it's still wet, but just like right before it's fully dry, and it just adds that glow back into your skin. So that's the face done. It's so glowy. Even in person it's so dewy, so glowy. So I'm just going to do a little bit on the eyes, and I'm going to show you just a quick, like really easy just eye look to go with this, really natural. I'm just going to add like 2 or 3 colours on the eyes, but I'm just going to go into Makeup Geek Peach Smoothie and just put that all over. This is just a perfect transition for my skin shade because it's nice and peachy. It's just a little bit darker than my skin tone, so whatever suits you. I'm just going to blend that, and we're just going to go into Desert Sands, that kind of like baby puke color that everybody loves, but and I'm just going to go over that. I'm going to go in with my MAC 217, and I'm just going to pick up Makeup Geek Sidekick, and I'm just going to put that in my crease. And then I'm going to blend that red colour under my eye too. I'm going to go into Colorpop Kathleen Lights. Look at that shade, and I just go in with my finger because these are best applied to your finger. Look at that. I'm just going to place it on my eye. Like, this eyeshadow is €5 on Colourpop website, and look at that like gorgeous bronze colour. Then I'm going to go back into the Inglot highlighter and just place it in my inner corner and my brow bone. And I'm going to place it down my nose too. So that's the eyes and the face finished. I just added mascara and my eyebrows. What you can see, it's just a nice natural kind of eye look. You could wear this every day, or I don't know, if you're on holidays and you just want to look glowy and bronzy and stuff. So I'm just going to go in with lips. I'm going to put on the Jeffree Star Celebrity Skin liquid lip. This is my favourite nude liquid lip. It is the nicest colour. So I'm just going to go in with my Buxom Peach Daiquiri Full On Lip Cream Gloss. This is one of my favourite glosses. It's so nice and glossy, and that's what I like. I love a glossy lip. This doesn't have much colour to it. It's a little bit like a nudie peach, but it just adds so much shine. And it's not sticky. So that is the finished look. I hope you liked it. I hope you can recreate this, and even if you don't have like the Armani foundation or the MAC foundation, like in my flawless drugstore routine, like those foundations are just as nice. Maybe I will do like an affordable edition of this, but for now these are just my favorite products for getting that like really healthy glow. I don't look powdery, I don't look cakey, I just look really highlighted and bronzy and natural, and just like you have really good skin. So I hope you like this, and please subscribe and please like if you haven't already, and please follow my Instagram. It's just Katie O'Farrell. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.